American team Haas has described the season-opening Australian Grand Prix as a gut punch after botched pit stops forced both cars to retire from the top 10 with loose wheels. A $10,000 fine from the FIA adding insult to injury. Kevin Magnussen ran as high as 4th, Romain Grosjean 5th, confirming the squad's pre-season testing form. But cross-threaded wheel nuts during the pit stops proved their undoing. It's almost unbelievable to have this in one race and on 2 cars while running 4th and 5th, said team principal Gunther Steiner. It's very disappointing. The squad looks to be F1's 4th fastest outfit, filling the sizable gap between the top teams and midfield that Force India did last year, though its challenge ahead will be keeping pace on development. Overtaking more than doubled at last weekend's season-opening Australian GP. But the overall tally was still only 5, despite a 3rd DRS zone added between turns 12 and 13 at the 5-kilometre Albert Park street circuit. At last year's event, just 2 overtakes were completed after the first lap, with 2018 expected to be a far more furious affair. F1's governing body, the FIA, had hoped a 3rd DRS zone and added detection point at turn 12 would boost the racing, with race director Charlie Whiting keen to maximize the benefits from the system. It was just to offer something else, he said. We will try and do something more effective at other tracks where there's more opportunity to do that. The new DRS activation zone mostly helped close the gap between cars on the way to turn 14 for passing opportunities along the main straight and into turn 3, the track's heaviest braking zone. Former F1 Supremo Bernie Ecclestone has again warned Liberty Media that the threat of a Breakaway Series post-2020 is real. Ferrari and Mercedes are still not sold on the future direction of the sport, and while a split from F1 would be difficult, Ecclestone said it's an option, should consensus not be reached. They will weigh up whether it's better for everyone to leave and do their own series, or do we need the FIA to look over things, he said. So people will start to think what to do. 2009 was the last time that a Breakaway Series was seriously considered, when Brawn GP was the dominant constructor, with the FIA pushing for a voluntary cost cap to be included in the Concord Agreement, the secret document that details the sport's commercial terms.
Yeah, Formula One, continues to move forward, and the signing of the Concord Agreement is critical. It really gives the stability to the sport for the next couple of years, which we really could do with.
Force India will retain its name this season, despite rumours it would make a change to Force One before the Australian Grand Prix. The Silverstone squad has so far struggled to attract commercial interest from India, on the back of the Indian Grand Prix's demise, and embattled team principal Vijay Mallya's financial affairs, with the 62-year-old wanted in India on charges of fraud and money laundering. But the name change, aimed at attracting more global sponsors, now will not happen until at least 2019, if at all. It's a shareholders' decision, and they've got to take their time to get it right, said Deputy Team Principal Bob Fernley. The team had its best ever result last year, taking 4th in the Constructors' Championship for the 2nd straight season, with 16 double points finishes. But despite the threat from stronger midfield rivals, the squad is hopeful of another standout campaign.
I feel that plenty of hope for this one. I think it's going to be a very challenging year. You got obviously a lot of competition in the midfield. But I hope we also close the gap to the top runners. So I'm very optimistic for this year and looking forward to have a very strong year.
F1 tyre supplier Pirelli has confirmed that its new Hypersoft tyre will make its race debut at the Monaco Grand Prix in May. The Principality is a natural fit for Pirelli's new softest compound, which is 2 steps softer than last year's Ultra Softs, given the low average speeds and even lower degradation. Pirelli's F1 range expanded this year to 9 compounds, 2 more than 2017, with everything going 1 step softer. Last year's hard has become a new super hard. At the opposite end of the scale, the Ultra Soft has been superseded by the addition of the new pink Hypersoft tyre, all of which is designed to ensure greater performance and strategic freedom. The next race in Bahrain will feature the medium, soft and super soft for more durable running in hotter conditions. TheInsideLine.com for everything Formula One.